What's popping, Johnny? Unmute, Johnny. Unmute.
You know you get muted when the show come on, so you forget to
Yeah, it's
unmute
muted.
yourself. Man, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Crucial Conflict. You got me and your boy Burger.
Damn,
Burger.
damn.
After a week off, Hurricane Ida came in, did a little damage. You know what I'm saying? Just want to say, thank the Lord that we ain't have a lot of damage like that, but also praying for the people in Laplace and Grand Isle area, Homer, Thibodeau, Golden Meadow, all those areas, the Plaquemine Parish, Lafourche Parish, Lafitte, man, praying for all those people, man, because they got hit hard. And these insurance companies acting like a pure ass.
Yeah, they denied me. I'm not even trying to. Like, fuck it at this point.
Yeah. So man, it just getting back to a sense of normalcy. Shout out, look, I see you, Mike Ricks, man. I see you, Mike Ricks. Don't worry about it. October 31st, I think it is, huh? Yeah, y'all on the clock. So man, y'all share the page, like the page. Man, let's just rep your school tonight. Just make sure tell us what school. Just in the comments, just rep your school right quick. We just want to get it back popping like it's been going. Oh, Miles on the clock. I see her.
Shout out the real Miles is on the clock.
Miles on the clock. I see her.
Wow. What up, people? Another episode of Crucial Conflict. Sorry I'm late. I got internet problem and my lights went off again. So I'm gonna get it how I live.
Hey, make sure y'all share the page, like the page. Y'all know
At least you
YouTube.
here, brother. You here with
Hey, bro, we appreciate all the people that be watching on YouTube, man. We gonna have a little quick show tonight because we know y'all want to watch them
yeah,
sad ass Bucks and them sad ass Cowboys. Oh Lord,
that man
yeah, man.
just said that, man.
Hey, bro, also want to say, look, I see a lot of posts on Facebook. Um, my opinion is about school. Our kids need to be back in school. I'm gonna just say this:
Most definitely, I agree.
our kids need to be back in school. I understand we under a pandemic and all that stuff, but you got to realize a lot of kids with virtual last year didn't do great, and now we missing school right now. What you mean we pushing your kids learning back a grade level in a sense. You feel what I'm saying? And we don't want to play with the education. So let me just say this: our kids need to be back in school. It's very important that our kids be back in school.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. My kids, man, it feel like about 3 years now, man. You had the COVID, they was out of school. Now you got the storm. Ain't no telling when they going back to school. It's a lot. It's a total lot.
Well, if you go to Aberson, you're supposed to be back in school September 20th.
Man, that's a long time from now.
Yeah, about a week. About a week.
Trying to get it to where I can hear, man.
I'm about to go inside. These fucking flies out here for me.
Hey, and look, I said on the last show I had shout out to I'm not shouting out Sarah T. Reed. I'm just shouting out the guys that went to Sarah T. Reed High School on them becoming band directors in the college ranks. So I'm shouting them out, not Sarah T. Reed. So shout out to Javon Pollard, Juicy, Darren Juicy Harrison. Y'all ain't know it, Darren Juicy Harrison.
Jared Juicy hair.
Barrow, Brescia Coleman,
It's Bisha.
Brescia Coleman. Shout out to them. Shout out to Miguel Bonds. Anybody else I'm missing?
Shout out to my boy Drew Brees with his new hair. He just
Shout
bought
out
some new
Eric
hair.
French. Hey, shout out Eric French too. We gotta make sure we put Eric French out there too.
Yeah, shout out. Well, we was talking about those. So shout out to those guys. I'm not shouting these schools out. I'm shouting out those individuals because all them guys, except for one, went to another school before they went to Reed. And I'm not gonna get into that conversation.
Can I ask y'all a question? Say if a kid failed this year, who do we blame, and do we really hold that kid back?
To be real with you, honestly, the crazy thing is a lot of people want to put the blame on other people. When sometimes you got to look at society and understand that things are going on that's happening, and there's nobody to blame but what's going on in everyday life. You know what
So
I'm
I'm
saying?
like, if like our even our baby, like if one of them fell, you got to realize, man, they wasn't in school for COVID like that. They was out of school for COVID, and then now you turn around, they missing a couple of weeks because of the storm, and then they gonna try to get them kids back in school and then cram. Like they gonna try to cram a lot. They already behind a year, almost 2 years, plus this storm. That's a lot. It's a lot to ask teachers to do, and to be real with you,
Yeah, man. I was even thinking about like if they would have stayed. Honestly, if my kids would have been out a little longer, I think I'd have kept them back on but
see,
I mean,
I don't feel like it's fair to the babies, though, to make
I
them
mean,
feel.
but I mean, being fair and understanding your growth of learning is two totally different things.
But
If
I'm
you
saying
know your if you know your child, if you know your child, hold on. If you know your children are behind, it does not. To me, it doesn't make sense to keep passing them along. But then you go blame the school. You feel what I'm saying?
it's not really blaming a school at this point. I'm saying, as far as okay, COVID, it was really nothing you can do. You asked teachers to make their lives uncomfortable. You asked the kids to make their lives uncomfortable, and the parents. I felt like yes, virtual was a struggle for everybody because I struggled with my kids early on in virtual, and then as the year went on, I started to be more active and learned how to, I made time to make school a priority for my kids. And after a while, they picked it up and they started to do really well. But that's not the case for everybody, and I don't want to put my case on somebody else because everybody not the same. Everybody. Some kids just don't learn on that computer.
Shout out to the people that's giving stars. What you back and also what
Right.
you're saying. So look, I'm a teacher, and it was hard for me to do virtual with my kids being here and teaching at the same time. But the one of the other things, I got small kids. The way we was taught how to do that stuff is totally different from how they are learning stuff, especially math wise. So it's like now you're dealing with you have to understand how you don't want to teach your child wrong how they teaching it in school, but you really it's like you have to seek the knowledge
Hey,
in order.
sis, my sister just said something on there. Shout out because I don't want her to think I'm making funny with her.
Yeah, so like I just it's just so you dealing with that. So man, I feel where you coming from, Burger. Like, but it's like you can hold because you it's crazy because you can hold the parents accountable, but then we was taught how to do that stuff a certain way. So how much can parents be held accountable for stuff? You ever saw the math that they had to do, Burger?
Yeah, yeah, it's different. It's way different. But then, like, I don't want to say this to disrespect nobody or make nobody feel no type of way. A lot of the parents, you know what I'm saying? I went to school with a lot of them dumb motherfuckers. They wasn't smart. And I'm not trying to be funny. I hurt nobody's feelings. But dude, how you gonna? Some of the children know more than the mamas and daddies. So when those kids struggling, I know parents who help their children with their homework every night, and the children come back with all the homework wrong. So it's just it's a sad situation all around. First of all, teachers are underpaid. The teachers don't make damn near enough money to put up with your children more than you do throughout the year. The parents, some of them still gotta work, and some of them feel like, man, I gotta go to work. I gotta provide for my family. So if my kid can't, if I can't be fully involved with this virtual shit, don't charge it to me because I still have to provide for my family. So it's a different situation when you asking some of them parents that really have to go to work, single moms and shit like that, that literally have to work. And then the kids were at home all last year doing God knows what on virtual. So I look at it from an all-around standpoint of if we want to be honest, the state of Louisiana has failed our kids for far too long. Even us when we was in school, if I'm being honest. If I wouldn't have never went to Texas for them 3 years, I probably wouldn't know half of what I know. And I'm just being honest with you. So I think the state as a whole is to blame for even from us when we was young.
Well, when you talk about the state, you're kind of really dealing with what you say, bro. You're getting into some deep shit right there. Like you
I'm
get into
serious. Like, think
no,
about this.
no,
It's
no, I
still,
understand what you're saying, but it's some deep stuff, and they have to deal with some racial stuff, especially dealing with the city of New Orleans because, in honesty, uh, kids that go to Lutcher don't get treated the same way kids that go to A. It's a
but
totally
yeah,
different environment.
those kids that probably go to Lusher and their parents, I can guarantee you, majority of their parents were probably not in the public schools in New Orleans. I can guarantee they didn't go to public schools down here.
So what I'm saying is that's true, but what you was equating to was that the state of Louisiana has failed us. They have.
They have. Think about this though, Johnny. They expected our kids to take leap last year, knowing that they were fully virtual the whole year, and they were finger feeding our kids for a whole year and something virtually, and then told us send that fourth grader to school to take this leap test. Like, what the fuck? You didn't even put the state is not prepared. And this ain't just starting. A lot of the parents, we been knew our educational system was so fucked up. But we love New Orleans so much we refuse to put our kids in better situations because it's a couple of schools down here that have better situations to be in, but every kid won't be able to get that education.
Burger, you going into an area. Fuck it, Burger. Let me just say this. The stuff that you talking about is there, it's the state. It's really the state. But it's also parents don't fight for the right things also.
Yeah, that's true. Now what you saying is true, but
And
I don't
the
even
reason
want
why
to
they don't
blame
fight,
the parents.
the reason why they don't fight for the right things because, and I might get a lot of backlash for what I'm about to say, but people in New Orleans do not take education as serious. That's they not. I'm gonna say a lot of people in New Orleans don't take education as serious as they need to take education because education wasn't serious to them when they was in school.
What I'm gonna say to you is this, and then like I look at it from both sides of the coin. To blame a parent who a lot of our kids in our public school systems come from poverty, right? So most of the time the parents gotta work bullshit low end jobs to make ends meet. And missing a day of work is usually life or death for a lot of people in our city. And I'm just keeping it real, myself included. So people have to understand when you saying it's the parents' fault, like we gotta really watch that because it's a touchy line to blame the parents and to say all the parents are not being active with those kids on virtual. Like I said earlier, a lot of parents don't know. They dumb as a motherfucker. God forgive me. We got pushed through in Louisiana. I'm keeping it real. I know a lot of people that got pushed through this educational system because Louisiana is only pushing people through.
Let me
And
ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Is that the school fault or is that the parent fault?
it's most definitely the school fault.
How is not the parent fault?
It's the because guess what? Guess what? Think about this. A lot of parents have most of them themselves ain't graduate high school. So to see their child walk across that stage, whether they earned it or got pushed, them people happy as hell to say that my child graduated high school. Maybe I didn't do it, but my child did it. And regardless of them getting put, that's the state. That's on the state. They go. These children go anywhere else, and they rush to come back home because them children can't handle real school. Even just stepping in Texas, a lot of people came back because the education was different and they actually made you learn. Down here, if you're a behavioral problem, they're not even gonna suspend you. They're just gonna put you in another class, call it in school suspension, put you in another class till they can pass you and get you up out of there, get you up out of there.
So I'm asking you this, Burger. So is that the if the parent is invested in their child and understand the grades, could go on power school, check their child grades, know their child, and I always tell I'm gonna go. It's not the parent fault also.
I would like to say 75-25 on the parent. Because guess what? Guess what? The parents going to work, the parents doing their part as far as checking the kids and all that. Yeah, that's your job to do at home. But what if the parent don't know and can't help? What if
So
the
this
parent can't help?
this is my problem, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna have to say how it really is. A parent will come to school and miss work if we take their fucking cell phone but a parent can't come to fucking school when it's fucking parent conference or anything like that. It's excuses after excuses after excuses. So let's get it right. It's the school
I
fault
think you missing my
and it's
point.
the
I
parents'
agree with you on the fact that it's the parents, but I want to say, let me step back and give the parents their small portion of the blame. But let's talk about this school system in Louisiana that has failed us for generations, not just our children now.
But let me ask you this, and I'm about to get to this. Is Louisiana failing the whole state or is it failing New Orleans?
It's failing the whole state public school system. The whole state of Louisiana, the public school system has failed us because you don't hear these problems at these Catholic schools. So when I say that, it's the people who we elect who don't give a fuck about our kids, and we
So
elect.
if I'm not mistaken, I think West Monroe is a public school. Let me get you West Monroe. Let's take West Monroe. I think West Monroe is a public school. You think West Monroe, that's a public school, is getting treated the same way as schools in New Orleans?
Probably not, because all we care about is the second line, the Saints.
So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, Burger. The state is failing us, but we have to also. I wish I had my girl Chanel Payne on this subject. We have to also fight for the right things when it comes to education, dog. That's all I'm trying to say. It's a lot of things dealing with education that we don't fight for as a city. We don't fight for as a parish. You know what I'm saying? We just don't fight for certain things.
Well, let me say this. If anything, I blame the alumni of every school too then. If we're going to go that far and go that deep into it, we have to blame the alumni association from a lot of these schools. Because the only time you really hear from them when it's time to put on a party in City Park. We don't have our alumni association jumping into school September through December trying to get after school programs and tutoring programs. So all I'm saying is I know a lot of parents that give a damn. And I don't want the ones that don't to take that light away from the ones that do. Because I know a lot of damn parents that care.
Let me say this, Burger. And I think they do. I think they give a damn, but they don't know how to give a damn.
Okay.
They don't know how going about giving a damn. I'll be telling this to my parents all the time. If you want to change in the school, don't come tell me. Get your parents together, and I guarantee you, anything a parent want to change in the school, they can, especially in a charter school system. Because without that kid, the school not gonna get paid.
True.
So whatever, if you really have an argument about something that's going, the problem is some of the fights that we try to fight, especially in certain schools, is not working versus the fights that you really need to be fighting for. What's up?
Well, I'm gonna keep it real with you then. Well, when you say the parents, we gonna blame all of them then, including myself, because I currently have kids in the system. And when my kids at Ben Franklin, I will lobby for my kids. I will fight for my kids because they're my kids. But I think we all need to be fighting for all the kids as a whole, which is something we're not doing. And I can say all of us are not doing that because we only step up when it's time to step up for our kids, whether right or wrong. We don't have enough of us fighting for the kids, period. Not just our kids. I mean, the whole system as a whole, from the whole educational system in Louisiana, the state of Louisiana. I want people to look at where we're ranked in the whole entire state. It doesn't. The whole entire state, we look like fucking dummies to the rest.
But I'm gonna just say that. Let me say this. It's mostly those southern states. You know why? Because there's a lot of racial things that is involved in education. Let's also get to that aspect of it also. But we can. Let me say this. I got my twins. They go to Hines. You know, my oldest boy go to Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
Do you know when your child coming back yet? At Ben Franklin.
I mean, I got all the emails set up. They never texted, said nothing.
They never said nothing, right? And I'm not trying to put nobody on the spot. Let me say that because they communication as well. I get. Look, my children go to Hines. Not trying to put my twins. I know when they was going back to school Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday.
Well, let me say this. That don't mean nothing to me.
Hold up. Let me say this. Before you say anything else, I'm going to say this. The demographic of of parents at Hines versus the demographic of Ben Franklin is totally different. I'm not trying to put nobody on the spot. When they had question, I had question answer area at Hines, and I'm gonna tell you the one app is a little fucked up too. Let me say this, because the one app pick and choose where kids want to go. Also, let me say that the questions that I was on a call with parents from Hines was questions that I never thought parents would ask. Never about education. This that. When I'm at my school, those questions don't get asked. That I'm gonna say this: that one app, people say, but one app pick and choose where your child also go. I really think so.
I think to go back to the question to answer that question, my youngest two go to Ben Franklin. My oldest goes to Renew, one of the worst public schools in the city, and his school contacted me before Ben Franklin. So I think it's different areas having to assess different damages. I believe maybe Ben Franklin was in a worse situation than what Renew was in. And it's not like most of these charter systems give a fuck anyway. All these schools, why would they charter a Ben Franklin? I'm just keeping it real with you. I kind of feel like they all went after the money in a weird ass way. Because these charter schools don't even discipline these kids when they do fucked up shit. Because
that's because it's man, it's bro. Let me tell you something about discipline.
Get paid. It's about money. It's not
about.
Let me say
this. Let me say this. I don't want to take. I'm coming from a different aspect of all this. This because it's definitely about what you just said. That's one of the reasons. But it's also about keeping that grade higher because the more kids you suspend. But it's also, and I'm glad to get a lot of heat from this. It's also because we dealing with a society that we are really fighting against race. And the prisoner pipeline thing is truly a real thing. It's truly a real thing. I really wish we can come up with a better, because when I was coming up, you got your ass suspended. No matter what you did. You was going your ass home, you get expelled. It ain't like that no more.
Well, you feel what I'm saying? That's what bring me back to us. We allow, when I say we, I mean all of us. We allowed them to charter all these schools. We had a choice in the matter. We didn't show up when it was time to fight for these schools, and we allowed every last one of our schools to be chartered, taken right from under our nose.
And how that happened, though, Burger?
Because we didn't show up when it was time to.
No, Burger, let's get back to the facts. How that shit happened?
We didn't show up.
Before Katrina, what happened?
Before Katrina, we was dumb as a motherfucker. So that's
why?
Because we weren't being educated properly.
No, because they were stealing the goddamn money.
That too, all that. We both agree. I think we both agree. We just coming from different angles with it. You may blame the parent a little more, and I blame the system as a whole a little more.
I'm blaming the system. I'm blaming parents. I'm blaming everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not blaming just, bro. It's a lot of issues. I'm gonna tell you this. It's a lot of issues people don't like to have conversations about. Some heated conversations about that's going to have to change things. And that's go for a lot of different things in America. People don't want to have these heated conversations about why African American are dying, kids are killing each other, why African Americans not being educated properly. Like you don't hear no conversations about that, and it needs to have conversations about that. And the reason why they need to have conversations about that is because we're not educating our black kids, and the system is not allowing us to educate our black kids properly because you got a grade that you got to make every damn year, and the grade system is a fucking bullshit too.
There's resources, man. Resources are very important, and that's the big thing. And I know I'm just jumping in on this, but resources are the big thing.
I can tell you this. It's crazy because, and I'm about to get some in Darrell. I'm about to talk about when Walker. Miss Lori was a hellified principal. Hellified principal. She did what she needed to do for them black kids. And what happened when you do what you got to do for black kids? They try to tell your name down. They try to tell your name. They try to tell your name apart. And you know what? Instead of us saying, all of us saying, well, we need to fight for Miss Lori, such and such. They know that. They know when about 2 weeks later, it's going to be a dying issue for his things.
That's true. And with people like Miss Laura, you know she cared because her actions spoke for her. Like just for an example, Miss Laura didn't just suspend people. She, when you got in trouble, she handled it internal because she knew ain't nothing out there on the streets for you but bad shit. So this small stuff like that, and like you said, nobody supported that though. Nobody wanted to be on that train because it ain't the popular train. You did.
Miss
It's,
Lori was my principal at Gus, and I knew I was a bad little boy.
you
Miss
still
Lou,
is, man.
I did everything to get suspended, and Miss Lori never suspended me.
Never
She'll,
suspended. She gonna send you
she'll
to
do
your coach or
all
your
my
band
work.
director.
She'll put me in her office. She did everything, and I used to be trying to get suspended. Miss Lori was. You don't have a lot of Miss Loris right now in the public school system, in the charter school system in New Orleans. And I'm keeping it real. I don't care who I offend. A lot of them that'll get a check, and a lot of them look just like us. So until we start we got to start weeding out who we vote in, period, locally, because all that's affecting our charter school systems. So
Hey, look, real. Not even in. I see Big Mike on here. He another one. You know, he another one that should be high on in these school systems because he's another one that care about the student and not about the situation.
Hey,
You
bro.
know what I mean?
Hey, I know we got to move on. I know I'm gonna try to next week. I think we should tackle this topic again. I'm gonna try to get. I mean, Chanel Payne is real cool. She's an Abe alum. Shout out to Earson. But it's a lot of different things. Like one thing you just said, Burger, is like Miss Lori name got slandered in the newspaper. How
that's
many of
all
us?
they do us that
How
all the
many of
time.
us? How many of us is willing to get our name slandered like that? You feel what I'm saying? And how many people had Miss Lori back?
I mean, no, not really nobody.
See what I'm saying? So let's move on, dog. Hey, bro, this is a good topic, man. Look, next week we should tackle this
Like Miss
again.
Laura.
Like we should tackle it. Mike, I know that's Miss Laura is one of your mentors. I think we want you to come on. I try to get Chanel Payne. Um,
Miss
we gonna get
Payne,
some
yeah.
people on him on next week, dog. Definitely. What our next top is what our next topic is. Hey man, are we gonna tackle this band parent comment? Or are we gonna
I wanna say something about that because I feel like it's bullshit.
Robert?
What people? Okay, let me step outside for this one. Hold on.
Okay, in the HBCU band video group, a band parent had made a comment in a group, in a sense, saying that all we do is show negativity towards the kid. This group, this group is getting out of hand. Current band students are busting their ass day in and day out. The boom, if they have if they have the time to browse social media, they're being torn down. I understand each kid here has a preference. Shit, I do too. But please remember, we are all here to support HBCUs. Let's build these young adults' confidence and show them some respect for what they are doing. Some of these posts shouldn't make it. Band mom.
Okay, I
Hey,
want
look, I'm gonna
Boy, that
say
shit.
something
to say
about
this.
this.
Let me say
I
this.
think this is, I think it's bullshit and it's soft. And look, the HBCU, the atmosphere and the culture has been like this for years and years and years and years. And for you to say, we too hard on the kid, we need to some of the stuff is we going too far. No, what you mean? Like that's the culture. That's what make band. That's what make it. You know what it is because we have that culture. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Ain't nothing personal. It just fuck J State. You dig? They trash. Or he was skating. You know what it is. What it is. If I'm talking shit, take your lick. Catch us the next time. What you mean we going too far? Like that? I think that's soft. That's taken away from the culture.
I think the whole system as a whole has become soft now, because literally you lose friendships when you tell band directors or you post certain comments about a band that didn't sound good, or a band that didn't look good, or whatever you didn't like about that band. So to me, the whole culture, I want to say the whole entire culture as a whole now is soft, because now you have band directors who watch social media all day long, and as much as you may not know they do, every comment they see them and they watching them, or they have people who send it to them. So now you have band directors who are directly involved with social media, when at once upon a time it wasn't like that. So now I feel like that's where all the BS comes in, because band directors back then, they didn't have Facebook and YouTube before March Sport came along. They didn't have all that. So band directors really didn't give a shit what you were saying about them, because they didn't know.
So I can say something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come from both points. So on Darrell, I think a rivalry with people talking shit is different from alumni talking shit about the current students. If that make any kind of sense.
Yeah, I feel where you're coming from, because a lot of times it be alumni tearing down the school more than the outsiders, and that's a
so
fact.
like me going to Southern, I expect J State niggas to say something about Southern. I expect anybody else to say something about Southern. But one of the things that I wouldn't expect is somebody from Southern to say something about Southern. I think that would really make me mad than anything. And I guess it's because, especially if you got a comment and you ain't even putting up no ends, you just got an opinion and you ain't even putting up no money. You feel what I'm
So
saying?
this is about money. So it's about money, and
No, I'm
instead of
saying,
just the
I'm
culture.
saying, I'm talking. I guess I'm coming from a band director point. So,
I get
like,
what you're saying, because what I've been seeing over the past maybe couple months or so is the most of the tear down and hate came from people who were actually a part of those programs.
yeah, I just think like I'm gonna tell you this. Being a band, I be hearing people say stuff about no. You know how bad they be talking about Abe, dog. Like I just be like, it'd be funny to me. Like it really be funny. Like you get caught up in and you know you wanting to be the best and all that stuff. And at some point you just stop caring about all that. You just want your kids to do better. But like, remember we had a conversation about Darrell, let's go back about maybe a couple of weeks ago. Remember we was talking about people go judge the band even do COVID year, no matter what. If they come out, somebody gonna have an opinion about it, right or wrong. And we was like, man, some people should get. We say some people should get passes, right or wrong, Darrell, right?
I never said that. I told y'all I wasn't giving nobody a pass, because if you feel like your product is not ready, don't bring it out. And
Well,
it's on the directors to know when his product is ready.
some people don't have that. Colleges don't have that option. But you know,
Well,
but let me ask
so
you this: is your standard in Burger? You wanted. Let me say this: I respect you, Burger, because you're very critical to your band ears. It's very crucial. Are you are you judging these bands now? The same way you would be judging these bands
Hey, all
before
right.
that.
What was your question, Johnny? Because I couldn't hear you at first.
I'm judging them the same exact way, Johnny. I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm not changing the way I feel, because I feel like this. If you're a band director and you get paid to put out a product, and you know that product not ready, don't bring it out, because I'm gonna be that dude that said, look, them niggas sounded like shit. They wasn't ready. And then you as a band director might feel like, oh, he talking shit about my kids, or he disrespecting my kids. And I don't even want you to feel like that. I want them to take my comments as motivation. If somebody say, man, the band sounded like shit, as a band director, that's not even something you should take personal. I'll be like, okay, if you could help me, come by and help my band now. Wherever I lack at, come on and through and help me be a better band director. Because at the end of the day, you talking shit and not willing to give a helping hand. I get it. I get it from both points of view. But nobody is bullying anybody. So for any parent to
It's
think,
not bullying.
that's
She said it. She ain't never said it was bullying them no. She said bullying.
she basically was like, she don't like it. Get off of social media and get better. Band directors need to get off of social media and do what they do. Because one thing, Johnny, as much shit as they talk about, Ed, you're not on social media addressing it. You're not on social media addressing it. Period. You
Yeah,
got band
look,
that
man,
will
look.
get under
You
comments
know,
with you and go back and forth.
you know
I've seen it.
when people told me I was sad, bro, I went and got on my horn and literally try to get better. So you can't call me sad if when I prove to you I'm not sad. Then what you gonna say then?
So how you felt when Brandon Kelly called you sad?
Huh?
How you felt when Brandon Kelly called you sad?
You trying to start something?
Hey, bro, let me say this, dog. Like, I
Hey,
understand what you're saying. Like,
Brandon Kelly is cool. He's a cool guy.
hey, bro, I understand
You're
what
not
y'all
even
saying.
finna try to do that, Johnny.
Hey, bro, I really understand what y'all saying. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna start in the grind. Let me say this. I came under the Doc era. Like Mr. J was one of my favorite band directors being that Southern. Like he'll get you hyped, this, that, and other.
Let me tell y'all something. My partner ain't on social media. I have seen band directors on posts going back and forth with people. I don't think I ever saw Johnny do that. Johnny will say he see y'all. Of course he see y'all. He
That's
on
not
social
true.
media.
No, I ain't gonna
I,
dash you. I'll go
I've
back.
had a personal encounter with Johnny before we
No,
started this show.
that was in
I
that
was I was
was in
talking smack to Johnny, and
You was
Johnny
talking
went.
back in his face. That's something totally different. He's
yeah.
supposed to check you about that. He's supposed to. Y'all face to face talking. But what I'm saying is, I've never seen Johnny tagging niggas on social media like, you said something about, hey, bitch, fuck you. Fuck yours. I ain't never saw
Let me
that.
tell you something. I had to grow to get to that point. Let me tell you this. When I start realizing none of y'all people, like none of y'all control my paycheck, and y'all can say what the fuck y'all want, I really don't be accountable. You know what I'm saying? So like, as long as I realize that none of y'all control my what, son? I see the baby. None of y'all control my paycheck, and I'm like, your comments does not pay me. If my administration is satisfied with what I'm doing, that's what I'm
And for
happy about.
all y'all on here, my name is spelled Burga. Stop calling me burger like a hamburger. My name Burga. Y'all been knowing me too long to be spelling my name wrong. I'm starting to take it as disrespect. That's why I told y'all my name is Ban Jesus. If you're gonna spell my name wrong, my name Ban Jesus.
Hey, if I go back and forth with you, it's because I really be trying to. I be trying to drive you. I
Yeah, I
really
get
don't
it.
be caring. Like I really
Man,
don't
no,
really be
Johnny,
caring. Like I will
bro. The
drive you.
people that don't know, Johnny got his whole band staff for me, man. Like the whole staff.
Oh no,
And it was
you gonna get beat up that day though. The real like I had niggas.
man, I was gonna shoot all of them.
Berg was.
Tell him Demine straight up. My dog got me. My dog Demine got me. Burga. Yeah, they got me. Respect my gangster, man.
I think I'm gonna tell you one thing. I was about to say this, and I'm about to tickle some feathers right here. I hate the fact that I'm a Southern grad. That I respect every band director that came through Southern. Every band director, from Doc to Mr. J. I'm talking about here to Heyman to Kedrick. I really, as a Southern grad, I really hate that the new administration is always being compared to the old administration. I just think we need to move on from that.
What you mean? Say what you mean and say what you mean what you say, because I'm confused. I think I understand what you're saying, but then I don't. So
Well,
mean
that's
what
what you
you
need
saying.
to understand. What I just said. I ain't about to say what I mean. You just read between the
You
lines.
mean
What I
the
said.
administration in a building, like the upper heads.
I feel I'm talking about the band staff.
Okay, well say that then, because I did think that's what you were saying. But
Yes,
when you
that's what I
use the
said.
word administration, they have administration in the school. That's why I'm like, okay, I got what you're saying. I
What's
don't
up,
think they'll
Brock?
be
I see you, Brock. I see you
who
on here, Brock.
who on there.
I see you, Brock.
I don't see Brock comment.
He's on the thing. Say what's up, fellas.
What's
And
down,
look,
What's
B?
down?
I
What's
don't
down
get.
with you?
What's down, TB?
Hey, bro, but like I say, like I just, and I also think that Southern is doing a hell of a good job this year.
We're not about to make this show about Southern because ain't nothing going on at Southern. Ain't nothing changed. Southern
And
is still Southern.
and the thing is, I'm gonna say this too. Also, like as far as the band parent, if you talking about somebody from fam, you talking about Southern, you have to expect that. That's trash talking. But when it comes to alumni and like That's what really gets me like, damn, like y'all don't come support, get them do some water or something like that, man. You always gotta say some shit. Like people be busting like that wouldn't really irks my nerves more
That's
than
spoken like a band director.
Man, the band directors be soft. What's that, Jeremiah? A lot of the band directors be soft. And I'm gonna
name them.
keep a lot of
Name
the band
them.
directors be soft. And dudes be scared to like say shit about
That
certain
dude Johnny be trying to start some stuff,
Name
boy.
that's all.
man. 90% of New Orleans band directors is soft. And I'm keeping it gutter.
90%.
Y'all can put you 90% of them soft. You can't say nothing because when they see you in person over opinion, damn man, that's how you feel about my band, bro. We trying, bro. We working, man. I'm like, get your soft ass out of my face. I said that shit 2 weeks ago.
Hold up, man. So name them, Burger. You say 90% is a high number, dog.
90% of them soft.
That's like so. Damn, dog. Burger, you wrong. See what I'm talking
That
about?
10%, shout out to that 10%.
This what the band mind was talking about. See what I'm
This
saying?
is what I mean. We need to get rid of these old ass band directors and start bringing in these young bucks. Period.
None of the young bucks kicking no ass.
We need to get these old niggas up out of there and start putting them youngsters in there. Because y'all just holding up jobs at this
Boy,
point.
them youngsters, hold up. What youngster came in and tore some shit down?
Johnny, you young nigga. You won't be old so bad.
I'm about to be almost 40.
Nigga, you young. How long you been doing band, Johnny?
15 years.
Johnny, you a young nigga, man. Go ahead with all
Yeah,
that.
10 more years.
Johnny won't be
Old, man.
Johnny won't be old so bad, son. You dye the gray out your beard every morning. Go ahead with all that.
Say Burger.
I know a couple people like that. They think they in the old school, but they in the new school.
We need
I ain't gonna say nothing.
What's an old band director than
them
Burger?
old niggas that's stuck in their ways. You can't tell them nothing. They won't band run their way, and that old way ain't working.
So you saying Wilbur Riley like that?
Wilbur is the OG. And
Will
even
old,
Wilden
man.
got soft. Even Wilden got soft. Even Wilden got soft. Even Wilden got soft. They can say what they want. They know Wilden got soft. He done got
Yeah,
soft.
he did. He ain't got no choice. He ain't got no choice.
He done got soft.
So who else? Who else? What else?
I'm not naming no nigga. Like, at the end of the day, the young
Johnny
niggas
been trying to get names his whole show.
especially they got these staffs with these young bucks on there making
about
these
Lonzy?
old niggas look good.
What about Lonzy, Burger?
Huh?
What about Lonzy?
Lonzy OG. I respect Lonzy. Lonzy OG. Straight up.
Facts.
Lonzy ain't soft. I'll tell you that much. Lonzy will get on this mug or see you in person and talk shit back with you, and it ain't no disrespect involved.
Man, Lonzy don't want
I started respecting Lonzo when he went to Rod Wayne and had them boys sounding good.
A lot of these band directors, you say something about their band online and you forever on this shit list.
Christian Looper.
Niggas,
Christian Looper. Come on. I'm gonna name him Christian Looper.
Chalupa not so. Chalupa don't give a fuck.
Well, hold up. You just said that's two niggas that's out of 90%.
That's not old niggas though. You still naming young niggas.
Oh. Lonzy old.
Yeah, Rollins I think Rollins still in Houston.
Hold on, let me think.
The thing about Lonzy is, you talk shit about Lonzy, he gonna talk back. Lonzy gonna talk shit back, and he gonna have more shit to talk than what you saying. And that's a fact. Every nigga that be on this show know how Lonzy get down.
Dog, they don't have that many old high school directors.
We got quite a few of them old head ass niggas with old head ass mentalities. We just started getting the young niggas in here. Don't stun and act like them old niggas ain't been fucking up the culture for years and was scared to give up them jobs and got forced out couldn't cut the mustard no more.
Oh, who you talking about then?
Man, listen, I ain't about to, they know I'm talking about them. It's gonna hit who it need to hit.
Oh,
whatever you trying to get, it's gonna hit who it need to hit.
Johnny, who you think soft? You say some names.
I'm not saying no names. It is what it is.
No, I want Johnny to say some name. I want Johnny.
Man, we need the next subject, man. Subject.
I'll tell you some band directors that's soft.
Okay, let's hear it, Johnny.
I'll tell y'all, every band director that faced me soft.
I'm surprised Lines ain't in these comments talking shit.
Man, tag Lines. Lines get that issue.
Mr. Jackson.
Lines is soft, man. Lines is soft.
Lines is not, cause Lines, one thing about Lines would have talked shit. That ignorant motherfucker Barrel, when he was on the high school level, he would have talked shit. Johnny, you would have got all the veins in your forehead and neck, but you was gonna talk shit.
I don't talk. Barrel saw.
To go back, there will be a Mardi Gras this year. So I hope y'all I hope, despite everything that's going on, that y'all get them kids prepared as best as y'all can. Because they're gonna be a Mardi Gras this year.
I'm trying to see who you talking about saw. So the only
And
other
I'm talking
dude,
stuff.
yeah, you say old. So what you consider old, Burger?
Man, you
How
know
old?
what I'm talking about, that old.
No, how old? How old?
That old school band bullshit that nobody like.
What's the old school band bullshit nobody like?
You know what I'm talking about, man. We're not about to keep going back on this.
Oh, Joe Johnson, you know you see me on, I think that's November 4th, huh? Yeah,
That's my birthday. Shout
November
out them
4th.
Scorpios, November 4th, Burger birthday.
I'll tell y'all, Lonzy is soft. Lonzy don't want no smoke with me. Lonzy is
OG.
Lonzy, I'm gonna say it like this. Lonzy Jackson is scared of Johnny Van Buren. Lonzy Jackson is scared of Johnny Van Buren.
Johnny, that's why they say you be bullying them bands, and they call you a mass bully around here. Because that's all you do is talk stuff.
I just know the law got my back.
We don't need Joe. We don't need Joe on here crying because you done bullied that man.
I'll tell you, I want Lonzy to hear this. Lonzy is soft, and I want y'all to know this. If he ever bring his band against
put that comment back up by Brock. Put that comment back up by Brock. I think a lot of new school directors don't always have the knowledge that old school. I agree.
So wait, Brock, do you consider yourself new school or old school?
We middle school.
My thing with this is a lot of old school band directors want to run band like it's 1970 and 1980.
But you're not naming none. I'm trying to figure out who run band like that.
Man, we in New Orleans. We know what it's hitting for.
I don't know nothing.
Who ain't producing? Y'all, some of y'all partners ain't producing because they.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because they went to the popular schools. Y'all don't want to talk about them.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out who you talking about. I don't know who you saying.
Y'all partners went to the popular school.
So you talking about what you talking about? Like, never mind.
I'm just trying to figure out who you talking about.
Johnny, they say you want to smoke with the whole city, brother.
No, I don't want smoke with the hoops. No, I don't. I'm tired of having smoke with everybody.
You gonna have a band. You gonna have Ed getting blown out.
Nah, that's not gonna happen this year. But
mind, you'll be surprised, boy.
Good throw.
Brock, you a young dude with an old school
mentality. No, boy, we middle school. And Brock, I'm older than Brock.
Huh?
I'm older than Brock. We middle school. I have
no problem with the young band directors with an old school mentality.
Well, let me say this. Let me. All right, I'm about to be messy. Name me some young band directors that's been kicking ass.
Name you Chalupa.
I'm not young. I'm middle school. Chalupa middle school.
You got a lot of dudes.
All right, hold up.
I'm middle school.
They gotta be teaching more than 10 years. Chalupa been teaching more than 10 years. That's old school.
You talking about? Man, Chalupa is one of the young bucks.
No, he been teaching more than 10 years.
Chalupa is one of the young guys. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Who that boy is over at Wright that been just holding a job down for fucking 12 years? Just that dude just getting a paycheck.
I mean, he had a lot of band directors that was like that before the storm too.
And after the storm. But that's
to be real, that man have a lot of challenges. So let's keep going.
Everybody got challenges.
No, he has different talent. He has different challenges. That man have different
excuses for your colleagues.
That man have a different challenge.
Bullshit. You making excuses for your
colleagues. I'm telling you, you named Kenneth. That's the only one.
Because you gotta sit.
You named Kenneth. And Kenneth on in college now. So name some more.
Nigga, Felix gonna be that nigga. I ain't even gotta never.
Felix gotta see me. I'm not gonna never let Felix win. I'll tell it to his face. Come on, keep going.
Felix gotta stay on top. Oh, the new dude, Marvin, that's at Giant.
Oh, he gonna be a beast.
He gonna be 35 got 200 piece band, man.
He gonna be nice.
Man, I'm about to run inside, dog. These mosquitoes on me like.
What I'm telling you is, you say Felix gotta see me. 35 October 10th. He gotta see me.
35 got 200 piece band.
Welcome to the
swag.
Buren world.
Welcome to the swag, huh?
Welcome to. So who else?
Man, all the band directors mostly young now. We just gotta get rid of we just gotta once Mr. Rollins retired, we get rid of him, then everybody else gonna be young.
You can't get rid of Will
Man, Mr. Rollins ain't gonna do that forever.
forever, ever.
He got to get rid of
Get used
himself.
to
Huh? Say, dog, Will not. Say, bro, you be talking like Will. Dog, Will could get got. Dog, nobody. Dog, Will don't run nothing in the city.
it. Man,
You eat
Not
that
no
my
more.
Will
dude,
shit.
Not
my
no
dude been
more.
running the city for the
Not no more.
longest.
He don't run that no
Man,
more.
Will days are over. Ancient.
You
I
need
wouldn't
some
say
what?
ancient, but he don't run it no more.
That's my
Man, he
dude.
been running the city for the longest. Y'all
Me
might
and
as
Will,
well
I talked
get
to Will the
over
other
it.
day. That's my dude. I like Will. That's my dude. Me and him,
It's
I'm the only me and
weird
Will.
calling him Will.
Me and Will, I get on the
Said
phone with
Joe,
Will.
said
I
Joe,
get on
that's
the
an excuse. Said Joe, that's an excuse.
I get on the comment. Me and Will talk
Joe
on the phone.
said right change administration the last 8 years, but the band director been the exact same. So help me understand how the band director who been the same band director, how that's challenging him.
Say, all right, let's go back. When Low Rollins had 35, when your boy played, he played on Snapchat. What that boy name? Peanut? That's not Peanut. What that boy name is? That plays that
Terry?
no, YFD brother. Play Snapchat. Play
Pierre.
trombone. Pierre. When Pierre was in 3-5 band, it was nice.
They was good. Yeah, they was really good.
And he had to take that hit because of what the school decided to do. So I can't blame 3-5 low for that. Even though I was tearing low ass up, but and I'll tell that to Low Face too.
I never saw. Boy, I saw this lady comment. I couldn't do nothing. She threw my whole train of thought off. That's every week, miss. They be watching what they looking at, but they don't never comment, like, or share. That's every week.
They be scared, man. What your heart beating for? Say what you got to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, he's very. I mean, Barnes is a nice.
I don't care about none
Brad,
of that.
let me say
Well,
this.
I'm gonna go ahead and say what I got to say. There.
I know Barnes is well capable because his bands in 09 and 010 was insane.
I don't care about none of that. It's about
What band?
months until 20.
Toby B. Wright was not sad in 2009 and 10.
I don't care about none of that. It's about to be 2022, and you keep telling me about how musically inclined he is. Well, he need to be fucking putting it in the classroom or at band practice.
His kids go to college. His kid go to college.
I can't tell. His band is terrible.
So that's another thing. You cannot judge somebody's band on the kids going to college. That's not how you supposed to do that.
You the one brought that up.
College. I'm saying his kids go to college. So if y'all don't think his band is up to par, he's still doing what he's supposed to do and sending kids teaching and sending kids to college.
Kids send themselves to college.
That's the most important thing anyway. Right or wrong.
I'm so sick of y'all making excuses for the niggas because they went to St. Aug and shit.
Exactly. That boy band trash, man. That's all I gotta say.
But he's sending kids to college.
Johnny, you sending kids to college too.
I know.
Hey, look.
And the price of tea in China is what?
But what I'm saying is, what's more important? All right, let's get into that conversation. What's more important? Him sending kids to college or his band being good?
What college they going to?
He got some at college.
It should be both of them equally. He should want a good product on the street. He should want a good product.
Johnny, what college they going
to? He got a saxophone player at Alabama State. She could play.
No, man.
Burger, you'll suck out of a small ass shot. John Pete Bakovich. Hey, Deontay, what's up? Hey, bro. So what I'm saying,
that boy AP going off, man.
Kids going to college or somebody band product being good. He don't want to talk. He don't want to say that.
If you send the kids to Morris Brown.
First of all, if you send a kid anywhere but maybe 4 universities, you failed them as a band director.
That's bullshit.
That's
definitely bullshit. Because every kid ain't cut for them 4 universities. And they might complete. Everybody can't go to Southern, dog. Everybody not
What's up, Deontay Kennedy? What's down, brother?
Yeah, you can come on next week. You can vent. Burger, what's more important? People sending kids to college or somebody band being good?
What's more important?
What's more important?
I can't hear you. Get out, because I'm trying. Give me my phone. What you said?
What's more important?
College
The
is
band
more
director sending
important.
kids to college or the band being actually good?
It depends on who you asking that question to.
I'm asking it to you.
If you
The
ask me,
college is the important
I
part.
care about them going to college, but I also equally care about the band being good.
So those kids that go to NOCA that does not play in band, they just play like jazz band. You think
but them going to NOCA is going to follow them in college? Because guess what? When they ask, what high school did you go to? Guess what, everybody? And they say, I went to NOCA. NOCA is going to be well respected. If you go up here talking about, yeah, I graduated from Wright in 2017, they'll be like, who?
All right, since you want to break, I went to Abe, and when I went to Southern, Abe niggas had respect.
Because Abe had good concert bands. That's why.
How you know Wright don't have a concert band though?
Because they don't.
How you know that?
I'm not even about to play with you on this.
I'm just asking. How you know that, dude? Burger.
Because you know them people don't have no.
I don't know. You ever went? I don't know. They might have a concert band.
Hey, y'all, it's 8 o'clock. Go ahead.
I feel like sending kids to college is important, but let's not sit up here and act like the kids care about it being good. The band it was in being good. That's the reason why Deontay Kennedy and all these other band directors prep their kids all year for Mardi Gras. Because they coming down here to be good.
Hey, look, it's 8 o'clock, y'all. I think that college is the most important part of it all. But it is 8 o'clock. Like we said earlier, it's a short show today. We get Miles, you on the clock this weekend?
Hey, bro, you going to the game?
Yes, sir.
You going to
Mr. Snipes? Willie Snipes? Yes, sir. Willie Snipes, you're on the clock.
Come on, man.
That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Say, bro.
What you say?
Sending kids to college is way more important than having a good band, marching band. Just for the record.
All right, Berg, you want to say something?
Fuck a nigga. That's all I want to say. I don't give a fuck about no nigga feelings. Like,
peace and hair grease.
I'm not caring about niggas' feelings.
Hold up.
If you got something to say that shit. They be caring too much about feelings and friendships and all that old bitch ass shit. Look, fuck it. Say how you feel. If you lose a couple of friends over that, it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Hey, catch us next week, next Wednesday on Show Style Talk. The Crucial Conflict crew will be going on Show Style Talk next week. Catch us, because we, you know how we roll. We go say what we gonna say. I can't really be saying everything I be wanting to say like I won't say it.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be at the game Saturday. I'm gonna be talking some hot stuff.
Deontay says sending the kids to college is the only focus. If kids don't want to go to college, they can't march for me. I love that. But the expectations that you're setting is very high, and a lot of band directors don't set those expectations because the kids are going to let you down. I don't know if Deontay sent all his kids to college every year, but that is amazing if he sent all his seniors to college every year. Because I don't know a lot of band directors that send all their seniors to college, because some of them don't even want to do band after they graduate high school. So that's
I found out something about Kentucky State. Deontay Kennedy sent some good dudes up there. That's why them people sound like they sound.
Smashing this year. But did y'all not see Lane? That's why
they top 5
next week.
Top 5.
Lane is shitting.
Top 5. Kentucky State top 5. I'm saying it.
Catch me on the yard, man. Peace and hair grease.
Boom.
Send the kids to college. Forget how the band is.
Send them to trades.